What's up guys, it's Chris here. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers and I couldn't be more thankful. So if you like this video, you like the content that I make, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. It'll mean a lot to me. Also, if this video is helpful to you, go ahead and hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the first ever Marvel NFT drop on the VEVE platform. It's absolutely crazy that this is happening. Marvel tweeted out this morning to their 12 million followers on Twitter that they're going to be teaming up with VEVE to drop their first NFT on the platform. This is completely official. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We were kind of waiting on Marvel's end to say something, and they did this morning, so I couldn't be more excited about this. I really hope a lot of you watching this video out there are brand new to the VEVE platform because it's so amazing, and I hope a lot of you are coming in as Spider-Man fans and hopefully able to get like a common for yourselves or even something more like an ultra rare or something like that, just to kind of get a gateway into VEVE. If you've been on VEVE for a while like myself, you've been anticipating the Spider-Man drop and any Marvel drop for quite some time. However, I'm sure you've watched quite a few videos on this upcoming drop and you think that this video might not serve any new information to you. I'd like to argue that it will. I just sat through the entire AMA on Twitter and I learned some very valuable information about this new drop. So if you're watching this before the drop or even if you're watching this after the drop, this will affect how this drop goes and future drops in the future. So I recommend watching this video all the way through. Before we dive right in, we have to play it. If you've watched this video several times, then just go ahead and skip right over it. And if you're new here, I hope you enjoy this. Alright guys, first appearance, Marvel the Amazing Spider-Man. This is just so exciting and so crazy. Let's dive right into it. So you'll see the first one is the common. I'm gonna kind of breeze past these because you've probably already watched stuff on these and I don't want to bore you with all of the information, but there's some pretty important things in here. So the common is gonna be $40 and it's gonna have 32,000 editions. Of course, this is a first appearance and the license is by Marvel. Brand is obviously Spider-Man. Some of the new information that I recently received over the AMA, some of you might have already known this, is, and I don't exactly know how it's going to work yet, but basically they do anticipate on selling all 32,000 of these. However, if they don't, they're not going to leave them on the market. That means that there's going to be some sort of timing on this, and say like, I don't know, 25,000 sell, which 25,000 will sell, actually 32,000 will sell, but hypothetically if it doesn't, if we don't get to the 32,000 mark, then the rest of them will be taken off the shelves. They said they didn't want just dormant collectibles just sitting on the available to buy, so that they're going to take them away. I do wish I could answer this more thoroughly. Maybe if somebody watching this heard the correct answer, then you can comment down below. Someone did ask if they're going to be burned or if they're going to be just put away. I think that was a great question. However, I don't know if I was just getting distracted or what it was, but I didn't hear a clear response from the team. That's not on the team's fault at all. I just personally didn't receive an answer to that. I was probably getting distracted by doing a lot of other things at the time. So yeah, if you have the answer to that, go ahead and drop it below in the comments. Next is the hanging out Spider-Man. So also I want to point out that they answered in the AMA that they wanted these first appearances to look like the first editions. So obviously the art is still phenomenal, but they wanted to look at these and just know that these are the OGs. That's why they kind of chose just like a pretty like basic Spider-Man coloration and figures, but kind of put him in different positions because again, they want to look back and say this was the first appearance in the VEVE app, because obviously there's going to be more to come. This hanging out Spider-Man, they're gonna make 16,000 of them. They're gonna be $50 a piece. These will probably sell out in less than 2 seconds. Not a doubt in my mind about it. I think this is going to be a really good one to snag. We then have the Jump Into Action Spider-Man. This one's going to have 9,000 editions. It's going to be $100. It's classified as a rare, which is on the price you're in that we've seen rares, and we're going to see the price even go higher on these next ones. Again, I think this is going to sell out 2 seconds, probably be worth double, triple, way more right after it sells out. Not financial advice, nothing in these videos ever is, but just from what I've seen from previous drops, I won't be surprised if this sells out immediately and then just goes through the roof immediately. All right, the animated Spider-Man. This is where we get some more new information that was just received less than 10 minutes ago. They asked a lot about the prices because you see this list price is $250. That's on the more expensive side that we've seen to date. And then you go on to the secret rare one and you have $400. This might come as a shock to a lot of people. Some people are complaining about it. Some are completely okay with it. You know, you can pick whichever side of the fence you're on, but someone did ask about the price. Why are they this much money? There are several answers to that because it wasn't like one straight question, you know. I'm sure there's a lot of other reasons, but one of the more simple reasons is just like the animation in these costs a lot more to do. It costs a lot more than just to use like the simple figures and animate them. They're also talking about how these animations they've kind of made from scratch, like how a lot of the other models in the past they've used like direct action figures or models and have kind of just like animated them, or they've brought them into the NFT spectrum, whereas these they've kind of, I guess, had to do more work to get it to where it's at. So that answered part of the question. They did say it does matter on the license that they get, so I'm assuming, I don't know if it was on Marvel's end or anyone else's end, maybe Spider-Man directly as a brand. It is going to cost more probably for the VEVE team to animate that from them. I'm sure they can kind of like help calculate the prices and kind of what they expect out of them. The VEVE team didn't directly say that. They kind of hinted to it. It did kind of sound like that's what they were pushing at though. But anyways, for this ultra rare animated Spider-Man, we have it at a list price of $250 with 2,500 editions. Good luck going for it. Gonna sell out in half a second. I hope that you get it. I hope that I get it, but we'll see. And lastly, we have the secret rare ultimate animated Spider-Man. This one has 1,000 editions. It's going to be $400, and I don't know what the price is going to be in the secondary market. My guess is it's going to be absolutely insane, probably reaching some of the highest prices that we've seen yet, with, you know, almost up, or with 1,000 editions and it being $400. First appearance Spider-Man. I mean, this is just set up to be like the NFT of NFTs as far as like VEVE collectibles goes to date. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. There was a question on like, why is it a secret rare? Because usually secret rares, we don't know that they're coming. That's the reason that they're a secret rare. Like we had the Golden Bunny drop on last Sunday, the Sunday before that, randomly. You know, we didn't really know it was coming until like 15 minutes before. Again, I didn't hear a direct answer, but it was kind of along the lines of they wanted to give everyone a chance to be a part of it. So I guess for like the new people coming in from like the Spider-Man fans and the Marvel fans that are coming into the app, they want them to know that it's coming. That way they can, I guess, be a part of VEVE history and maybe have a chance to snag it. That's kind of the best answer that I kind of got from everything that was said. So I kind of get that, you know, but I guess we'll just see kind of what they want to do with secret rares. Someone also asked, you know, if they plan on releasing 5 different first editions every time from here on out. And I think that really just depends, and that's kind of what they said, just depends, because a lot of times in the comics and the other collections, they only release like 1 first appearance, but in this one they'll be releasing 5. The last thing we're going to talk about in this Medium article is something that a lot of people skip over, but you know me, I like to be realistic and talk about things. It's these secondary market fees. I'm going to go ahead and just read this little section. With the introduction of Marvel digital collectibles on VEVE, a 6% licensure fee will be applied to Marvel sales in the secondary market. With the existing VEVE 2.5% secondary market fee, the total fee for Marvel items sold in the secondary market will be 8.5% as an example. If a Marvel collectible sells, as an example, if a Marvel collectible sells for 100 gems in the secondary market, the seller will receive 91.5 gems. 100 gems minus 8.5, 91.5. So we have a secondary market fee going up from 2.5 to 8.5. You know, that's not crazy. If you look at other NFT platforms that are comparable, that's actually pretty cheap for secondary market fees. I know some definitely go over 10 just as the base for anything. I do believe someone asked about that, or I just saw it separately, but that could just be their deal with Marvel. I personally do believe it's quite fair, and ultimately at the end of the day, they have to do whatever their license wants to do, and if it took them to have to do a 6% licensure fee in order to get Marvel, then that's absolutely worth it. Look at the exposure we're getting. 12 million different people saw that tweet today, or had the potential to see that tweet today. This could be a lifetime partnership, and VEVE could be getting independent licenses with Marvel, which is just absolutely insane for for the platform. So this is definitely a risk that I think VeVe needs to take. I think as investors, as collectors, this is something that we need to be willing to pay in order for the future of the company. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my Spider-Man recap. I would love to, in the near future, talk about the mystery boxes that they mentioned today in the AMA. Crazy that they're going to be doing mystery boxes, because I always thought that mystery boxes is the way to go. I would love to talk about some of the geocaching that they mentioned and other things that I listened to in today's AMA, but I really wanted to focus on Spider-Man before it drops tomorrow. Again, if you're catching this video even after the drop, I hope some of it served as valuable information even in the future to you. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Peace out.